me to speak with more presence?
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Okay.
A little bass to your voice, fellas.
Put a little bass in my voice. But I still can't get rid of my S sounds, my lisps. You gotta be so close up on me. I mean, can't you just let's move further back?
My first question to you would be, how did you get your start?
Just hanging out with other DJs in Brooklyn
Right.
and doing like private parties and pool parties and park parties. I was inspired by some of the DJs in Brooklyn, like DJ Flowers,
Okay.
Maboya, App, Charisma. Well, I didn't catch these DJs at a lot of the clubs. I didn't go to a lot of the clubs. I used to catch them like out at the parks and at the beach. Well, at that time I was a student in music and art high school, so I was a music major, voice major, studying music theory. So there was a DJ in my neighborhood by the name of Paul Batty, and he used to give parties at his house in the Atlantic Towers in Brownsville. And he used to buy nothing but albums, and he had a mixer and 2 turntables. And I was intrigued by that because he had a vast record collection. He was like my original mentor. He's the person that got me into actually physically getting on turntables. And he used to play for parties for Richard Long. And Richard Long was the sound guy who created speakers for the gallery and also later on the garage. And they were playing stuff I've never heard. And me being musically inclined, it just like permeated my whole existence. The music just took me away, and I let it. Well, there was the Loft, and that was David Mancuso's Loft, and there was the Gallery. But there were clubs like the Tambourine. There were clubs like the Duke. The Duke was really the first club in the village that I heard Superstition in, and I heard this enormous sound coming from the street, and I said, "Where's that coming from?" And we went downstairs into the Duke, which is now Cafe Wa, And we went down there, and they had these voice in the theater speakers, and this DJ had these turntables, and I was like amazed at the sound that was coming out of there. So there were clubs like that people were going to on the regular. There was Electric Circus that had these big sound systems and the spinning light bulb, and like what we call now the discotheque era. Before it was disco, because you played soulful R&B, and everything was on 45s. There were no 12 inches, but it was the gallery I used to go to. I used to hear stuff like For the Love of Money, and for the Soul Train theme, and all that Philly stuff. The group Impact and Blue Magic. We were dancing off those records. Living for the City. We was dancing off those records on a club level there, and it was people there like Frankie Knuckles and Larry Levan. We were all students of that camp. I remember Larry Levan's a good friend of mine, and I used to be in the garage open, every week. Even before that, I helped Larry put that system together in a small room and help organize his records. I was really close to. He really trusted my ears in terms of music. And at the same time, I was playing at Leviticus, which is a straight bar on 33rd Street. So I had the touch of both worlds. Because I was a club head and I went out to the club every week. It really wasn't a lot of radio DJs. I listened to BLS, and then when Kiss came along, I became a Kiss reporter through Billboard. I was a Billboard reporter, so naturally Kiss wanted all the Billboard reporters to be a part of, what they were pushing in radio. So I became a Billboard reporter, but I was working at Leviticus, and I was doing the garage, and I was a part of that whole machine at that time. Frankie Crocker was the man. I loved his speaking voice. I loved that he spoke clearly. He was articulate, and he just played the right kind of music. He was up on what was going on during that time, and he was pushing the type of music that I was familiar with. He made us dance, a little bit more harder. It was that generation. That music was now at that time.
Right.
And when you went out to the clubs, and there was a lot of clubs in those days. There were more different kinds of clubs. There was Zanzibar in Jersey. There was like you can go to a dozen clubs in one night that was playing that type of music. It was surreal. That's the only word I could use. It was new. It was fresh. I was traveling Europe. I was doing gigs, doing the music I was doing, and I was happy with that. This is Carlos Sanchez checking out. Right?
It's Carlos Sanchez, and you're checking out Behind the Mic.
Oh,
on
okay. Is that still on?
Come on.
Oh. Behind the mic. I want to make sure you do good edits on me now.
Yo, man, start that.
I want good
bullshit.
edits. I haven't seen the edited version, though.
Stop it.
You think I don't know? You have me looking crazy on TV. Why you write like a doctor, man? I can't read that shit. This is Carlos. This is Carlos Sanchez, and you're checking out Behind the Mic and on the Set of History in Urban Radio. Because he talks fast, so he could just say it, and, you know.
No, I don't talk that fast.
Yes,
when I'm
you
doing
do.
This. Not when I'm doing this.
Yes, you do. This is Carlos Sanchez, and you're checking out.
It looks like you're reading off.
Carlos Sanchez, and you're checking out Behind the Mic and on the. This is Carlos Sanchez, and you. This is Carlos Sanchez, and you're on the set.
And you're checking out. Oh,
I'm almost there. I'm almost got it memorized.
Somebody got some Geritol?
One more time.
One more time.
One more time.
Still need this?
This is Carlos Sanchez, and you're checking out.
I'm sorry.